this is Sarah, or waterlilyvlogs, and today I'm doing a video for you guys about my new haircut, and probably will vent in a small way just some of my frustrations about getting haircuts that we sometimes experience. Everyone experiences these problems. But yeah, I wanted to update you guys on I wanted to update y'all about my haircut. Because before it was getting pretty long, and the last time I recorded a video, I'm not sure if it was that long, because it's been a little while, but I'll show you guys a picture of what my hair looked like before over here. But it was pretty much down to my armpits curly, and now you guys can see that it's completely above my shoulders curly. So basically I went in to a diva stylist, and I asked for ½ an inch off. I think she took about a good maybe 3.5 inches off, and then I asked for short layers, which I did get. And like the cut is cute and all, like it's cute, but it was not exactly what I asked for. And I think this is just a sign for me to have a resolution to be a little bit more adamant when I'm in the hairdresser's chair, and this is my husband's end, to just, you know, be much more firm about what I want and be very clear. I don't know, to the point of like saying it like 3 times, I guess, or just being super adamant about it. Because like, I know my hair, I know it's healthy, I know how much needs to be cut off, and it is not this much hair. And while I said short layers, I like the cut, you know, I warmed to it. The stylist kind of went with this style, which is probably like another sign that I should have gone in there with a picture of what I wanted, and maybe a picture of someone with a little bit longer hair. And then maybe I would have gotten something much closer to what I really wanted. But I feel like she just kind of wanted to do the style, so she just went and did it, because it's like very much a bob, and I was not a bob before. But anyways, what she did, if you're curious, she said she did a tapered heart cut shape, and then she did a lot of short layers. And something else I'm going to specify in the future is how short I want the short layers, because I didn't want them quite this short. They're cute, but they're a little interesting to manage on a day-to-day basis with the hair. They're really short. If you guys can see, the short ones start about right here. And then, yeah, and then there's like kind of a longer layer down here, which is cute. It's a cute look, but it was not what I was expecting, so I was kind of thrown for a loop at the end of the haircut. But yeah. I was not quite what I was expecting, because it's also kind of hard to put up in a ponytail. I just wasn't expecting it to be this short, because then it would have been easy to put in a ponytail, but these layers are kind of difficult. And like, I've done several short hairstyles now, like I've done several short bob hairstyles, and it was just not what I was going for, but it's okay. No use crying over spilled milk, so we will just move on with my life. Another interesting thing is just like, that just shows that even though stylists may be trained in how to cut curly hair, they may be diva stylists, they're always a little bit different, everyone. And this stylist clipped my hair. She also finger coiled like every single curl, which is really nice. But then once my hair was pretty much dry, I sat under one of those big hood dryers. She went in with a curling iron, and I was just like, what? Like, I never knew diva stylists that went in with curling irons. Like, isn't the whole point, especially if you finger twirl every finger coil, why do you need to go in with a curling iron? But I kind of protested, but then I just let her do her thing again, demonstrating how much of a pushover I am in the hairdresser's chair. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about this haircut. I will do a little 360 for you guys so you can kind of see what it looks like. And this is second day hair, but it's still pretty much very voluminous. And this is just with air drying. I have not been plopping this haircut at all, because it seems really short. And when I sleep on it at night, it goes kind of wonky in different sections, so I don't really feel like plopping it would be that great. But yeah, I will keep growing my hair out, and I'm kind of hoping that this haircut, since the layers are so short, will grow out really well, and I'll continue to have volume for like several months, so I don't really need to go back to a hairdresser per se. But I guess it just goes to show that it's hard to find a hairdresser that you really like. That communication both ways is very important when you sit down in the chair. And maybe pictures. But yeah, it's still quite long when stretched out. Obviously, I haven't straightened this cut. I really don't know what it's gonna look like straight. But yeah. As I said, I just wanted to make a video showing you guys this haircut. And I posted it in the Curly Girl Experiment group on Facebook, and you guys were really nice. You're like, oh, it's cute and stuff. So I'm just still warming to it. But it is very fun. But literally, like, I now have a mini ponytail again. Let me show you guys. Mini puff. I now have a little mini ponytail again, and before I had, you know, quite the normal ponytail, so I can really tell that it's very short now. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear your worst haircut story with curls or waves or kinky hair or whatever you have. I want to hear like your worst ever haircut, because I think this is pretty much like my worst haircut. It's not really a bad haircut, it's just really not what I was going for, as I think I've said like 20 times now, but because all my other haircuts have been pretty smooth sailing, with the exception of the hairdresser usually taking off more than I asked for. Hashtag curly hair problems. If you're looking for a curly hair stylist in your area, the best thing to use is the naturallycurly.com salon locator, because I know I'm probably going to get that question. Or you can use the Diva site, but they don't have half as many stylists on there for some reason. Whatever. So yeah, that's that for this video. Let me know what you think of the haircut. I want to hear your haircut stories, and yeah, I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye!